As usual, we have a lot going on at the farm. Today, Ross and I are going to add the deco to the trail that winds its way through the garden to the jetty. We're nearly finished that job, so stay tuned and I'll give you a breakdown of all our costs as I give you a big reveal at the end of the episode. I also grabbed some sheep this past week, so that's interesting. And we're going to dig up our sweet potato patch because they've been in the ground about 6 months. It's one of my favourite things to do because you never know what you're going to get. And as always, we'll give you an update on the cabin construction, so stay tuned.
Life on the farm at Seven Hills Estate is far from ordinary.
We've had a calf. One of our 8 cows drops a calf, our first for the season.
After leaving behind the hustle of city living, James and Michelle transformed their Sunshine Coast hinterland weekend getaway into a full-time home.
That's beautiful.
Look at that.
Between battling droughts, fires and torrential rains, they dedicate their time to cultivating a syntropic food forest, restoring rainforests, revegetating the land, or simply unwinding with family and friends as the animals graze. This year marks a new chapter as they kick off their most ambitious project yet. The first stage of their eco-farm stay, featuring 3 cosy cabins and a barbecue kitchen that will offer a peaceful escape for visitors. But challenges are never far behind.
Look at that. Oh.
Will unpredictable weather, local regulations or budget issues get in the way of their dream launch? Join them on this journey through the highs and lows as they bring their boldest vision to life. And discover what it truly means to make life better on the farm. This is Seven Hills Estate.
What are you doing?
Just trying to work out where the seat's going to go, Jay.
The love seat.
The love seat.
We're trying to make it so you can go in here and then walk along, but he's going to put rocks around the edge, so it sort of protects the life a bit more too.
And it's the morning place to sit too, isn't it?
It'll be a morning one, not an afternoon.
Otherwise you get the sun in your eyes. Oh! This would be perfect if I didn't have to listen to all that work going on around me.
It's noisy, isn't
I
it?
said this would be perfect if I didn't have to listen to all that work going on around me.
Oh, we can't have
It'd
that.
be so peaceful.
A wheelchair can come in and sit beside the seat there,
Oh, nice.
and then the 2 people can just walk along and sit on the seat there.
Oh, perfect. Your morning coffee.
Yeah,
I love
it'll
it.
be a morning seat.
Well, that's increasing biodiversity. We haven't had turtles before,
No.
to our knowledge.
They're like eels, they travel across the ground.
Yeah, well, I've seen them on Gregor Road.
Yeah.
So.
So we're just getting the last of the dirt off the path. Then we're going to run and pick up the deco and try and get that in today. The council doesn't require us to make this wheelchair accessible, this path, but we figure we'll do our best. I think the requirement is 76 millimeters fall for every metre, which gives you 1 metre fall in 14. So we're dropping at 70 mils for every metre, so it's more than generous. So it should be doable for the wheelchairs. As you've probably seen in other episodes, we get really good high grade deco under about 600 mils of topsoil here. So we're just digging a little bit of a hole. We remove the topsoil first, digging the hole, and just taking a couple of truckloads out. I'll come back with a posse and fill that back in the hole and sort of level out a bit. So Ross and I picked up some very, very old fence posts out of the paddock. It wasn't our paddock, it was actually donated by our lovely neighbour, new neighbour. And a lot of old barbed wire too, so we cleaned up his fence line so he can slash, and we're going to reuse those posts here to give it a really nice rustic look. You can see here that we've spaced them about 2.5 metres apart. So we'll stand all these posts, so dig the hole, stand these posts up and just follow the line of the road all the way around to the front of the Dodge. But we'll leave a little space in front of the Dodge because we fully suspect some families or people would like to get their photos taken in front of that old machine. So it'll look really cool when it's done. We'll put the barbed wire through and yeah, it'll certainly look the part. Looking good though.
What about the fence?
Yeah, fence is good too, Ross. Yeah. A little over halfway. I think it's about 9 to go. Pretty good, eh?
Yeah. Morning coffee here.
Yeah.
I'll even wriggle over and save you stuff.
Yeah. So Ross is up there now getting the 3 boards to the back. And we'll get those on today and then we'll concrete this tomorrow. And then it's done. The whole project's done. Yeah. What do you reckon, Yogi? So this is the last hole for all the posts. We have to dig this one by hand because it's very close to the tree. But I have a helper. Shell's going to do some shoveling for me as I do the crowbarring.
Must be coffee time soon.
It's got to be Smoko. I think we've done 2 little digs, so it must be getting close. Where's Ross when you need him? You reckon it's actually got to come out here, doesn't it, Ross?
Yeah.
I reckon.
You dig this out? You remember the name of this one?
So, ficus, something? Weeping lily. That's it.
We have one more day to finish this jetty job, and I'm a bit worried we're not going to quite get there. We still have to concrete underneath the seat, which Ross finished today. We've got to put the wire up, the barbed wire, the old barbed wire through the post, which we finished today. And we have a few more plants to do and just a little tidying up here and there, but I'm hopeful we can get this job done so I can give you a big reveal.
It's not sharp enough.
you got those bolts in, all right.
Yeah.
And these ones
Oh,
are.
no, they're in. I just pulled them out.
Yeah, right, okay. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I'll
Okay.
give this a nice arrow. I'll give it a nice arrow like that. So.
What's it, Yogi? Don't the posts look great?
I love the posts. These are fantastic.
I just love the finish on them. I mean, it's just very rough cut.
We're going to paint them or something?
No paint. No, it'd be an oil of some kind. Yeah, it's looking really good. Now that's on, it's high, isn't it? I wasn't really expecting to be that high. Obviously, we're going to be sitting up or standing up another 200 millimeters here. Yeah. But even so, it's very high.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it looks great. And this was all this bench space in here was approved yesterday. Yeah, so pizza oven down that end, barbecue, range hood, sink over here, and a servery out. We're going to have to remove these two, oh no, what do you call them? These two braces, these metal braces, the bracing rods through here, they're getting moved to the side. We've got two here already. So yeah, the roller shutter coming down there. Fantastic. Well, this is exciting because the iron is arriving, or has arrived today. They're unloading it now. So in less than a week, we're going to have the roofer here, putting the battens on, and the iron, followed by the gutters, I guess. It's all happening.
Due to other priorities, the sweet potatoes are long overdue to be dug up, so who knows what they'll find.
No, this will be, I think. Yeah, that's all we got.
Okay, should we take a couple of buckets because we feel positive, or
Yeah, that's what we just said. Yep.
as in the big tub, or I like to think we can fill one of these tubs.
Oh, what have we got?
Deco. Lots of nice deco.
Yeah, it looks like something there.
There's something.
Oh, look how tiny it is.
Like
Okay, that's fine. Keep going.
No rations this week.
Well, it maybe have to go back to the main plant. Yep. Oh yeah, there's a good one there, look. There, under him. There you go, that's what they should look like.
No, that is too long, isn't it? Didn't go on wrinkly.
Easy, Ross. Too long on the ground, maybe?
That's a nice size.
That's rotten. Yeah, not rotten.
So hang on, I'll get them out and then what's that?
That one here, Ross.
Yeah. Oh, that's where it went down.
Okay. That one any good? What a shame, Mel. Cows can have them. Not bad to have it.
That's all right. Look at them all. Oh, look at these. bit white inside.
Oh, look at that.
What did you grow
Darling.
these from? A seed or from a cutting? Or?
No.
These are cuttings that a neighbour gave us, Di gave us. Oh, there's one. Hey!
Whoa.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that one there, Michelle.
Good, up. Good.
That's a nice
an
one.
orangey one inside, look.
Yeah.
Well, the boys are gotta clean them all now.
Let's put them in a cement mixer. Bit of water.
Yeah.
Just sorting them by size.
Yeah, big, medium, smaller.
Not by whether or not we want to edit. Whether we feed them the cows. I mean, that's got to go to the cow, that one. I'm sorry. It's gone to the cows. Oh, there. You can plant and grow that again. Grow that again, grow that again, grow that again. What are you doing?
I'm scrub-a-dubbing.
Scrub-a-dub-dub?
It's easy.
Oh, it's not a bad return on our investment of throwing some sweet potato vines in the ground and walking away for 6 to 8 months. Pretty good.
Michelle has quietly reminded James that the sheepyard was built many months ago and it is still empty. So, James surprised her with 4 new additions while she was away.
Well, the dogs are excited. We picked up the lambs, 3 ewes and a ram. This yard's looking nice and tidy. Yeah, this is nice. I haven't even seen the door on it.
Oh yeah, I've got to put catches on that, so it's another job.
Very tidy. Very neat.
I just brought every panel that was up there and used them all. So, yeah, water's done.
Yeah, right.
And they should get shade most of the day out of there. Yeah.
I'll keep them in this yard for a week, and then we'll, at that time, we can put a hot wire up somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, lift one at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
My right shoulder, as you know, is pretty shagged, so maybe we can do one side each.
Yeah.
I don't know unless you can lift them all on your own.
So what do you got? 4.
Yeah, the one with the horns, the big horns, he's a ram.
Yep.
But this little ewe here's got the horns, and she might get stuck.
Oh.
We'll have to keep an eye on her in the future.
Okay.
All right, are you right with that one? I'll close this.
Still got their tail.
No, and she said you don't take the tails off Dorpers or the ones that shed.
Come here.
Get out!
Out.
Out! Out! Oscar! Out! Jump out, the silly thing. Oh, wow. Really? Good. Come on. Ooh. That's cool. Come on. There we go. Back with the girls.
So here are the new sheep, and we've had them in their sheep enclosure just to settle them down. And then today we're going to set up a bit of an electric fence along this section here. We're just going to do a small area to start with to see how they go. They're still a little bit frightened and a little bit skittish, so we thought we'll set up a small area, keep a close eye on them for a little while before we let them go in a bigger paddock. So this is the electric energizer for the electric fence. So Ross has just put a star picket in the ground. Just getting it ready, and then we'll put the tape up.
Give it a test. Michelle, would you touch that? Make sure it's working, please.
Yeah, sure, honey. See if it makes my hair go curly, hey?
Too late. You've been touching them before. You kidding? No.
Oh, yeah. Heaps. What bloody part of me hit it?
I think it's your forearm. So you can see they just pushed underneath that live wire, didn't bother them at all. This is the problem with sheep, they're such a thick coat, doesn't bother them. Well, unfortunately, as you can see, our electric fence experiment didn't work for the sheep. Their coats are just way too thick. So for the time being, we're just going to let them roam this whole area, which is probably about 3 acres, until we get around to splitting it up with permanent fences. They're a bit sheepish.
As long as she keeps offering them something to eat, it appears the sheep are going to warm up to Michelle.
So before the big reveal, let me show you the costs that were required to build this beautiful garden. We were determined to use as many recycled materials as we could. So let's go through them. There's about 10 things on my list. The river rock and the granite boulders, all free. We sourced them from our property. The mulch was free. We sourced that from our daughter and Ross's son, so our son-in-law. That was free as well. The main bearers that went under the front ramp and the little bridge, they were free. That was from my friend Calvin. You'll see that in a previous episode. The sleepers on top of that bridge and the entrance here, we had to buy them. That's a total of $288. They were new. The timber seat, all the timber you see in that seat, that was free. We've recycled what we already had. The concrete blend for putting in the post to hold up the bridge and the front entrance. And also for the concrete that went underneath that seat, we had to purchase that. It was $105. The deco that we put here and hammered down, that was free, donated by our neighbour. He had an open hole there, and he also gave us his old posts, which I think are about 100 years old, and the old rusty wire that went through them. That was all free. The plants, including the $50 lily pilly, weeping lily pilly, that's $178. And last of all, 15 bags of cement. So I can't remember how much they were a bag, but $144 for all the cement, giving us a grand total of $715. That's pretty good for this entire area. It looks stunning. Well, it's late afternoon here and we finally got it done. We had a few things to do today. We had to concrete underneath the seat that overlooks the dam. We had to get the barbed wire through these old posts, which we managed to get done late yesterday afternoon. And Michelle and Nicole had a few more plants to stick in and wrap it up by putting some mulch around the place. So as I said in a previous episode, this was not required to be wheelchair accessible, but we thought we'd do so, and Ross and I started planning this weeks ago in an episode, maybe 2 episodes ago, and you'll see us thinking and talking it through, and Ross came up with the idea of having the path weave through the garden rather than come directly from the road. So you weave through the garden, it adds interest to your walk down to the jetty, but most importantly we get the right gradient or slope for the wheelchair accessibility. So it's all to code as far as we're aware, and you can look here beside the seat and you'll see there's a space for the wheelchair to pull up and just overlook that dam at late in the afternoon like this, or maybe early morning when the sun's on your back. And you walk across this little boardwalk, across the artificial creek, following the big boulders all the way down to the jetty, and what a magnificent place to sit in the afternoon. But yeah, it just looks fantastic. We cannot be happier. Truly amazing. What a great place to have a wedding. Bride and groom at this end with the minister or priest, and your guest standing back there on the other side of the barbed wire fence, maybe watching proceedings. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Thanks team, great effort.